Hi, I'm Bjorn from SKEINO. Thank you for watching. Welcome in our little photo studio. I want to share with you today our new shawl. It's a mitered shawl done from 3 skeins of our violetta yarn. It is a very nice, soft and squishy superwash merino yarn, 19.5 micron, very soft. And I want to explain to you how simple this shawl is being designed just with 3 mitered squares. And no seams, no huge cast on, no big bind off. It is just all very simple. And you can believe me when I say so, because I like simple knitting. What to say? There is another version of it. It has no name yet. It will be a surprise, but it's very modern, and I was inspired from the Bauhaus School. That was my teacher in Germany. She was a student there under Paul Klee and Vasily Kandinsky. I'm very proud that I'm kind of the 3rd generations, and it was about time to do something what I learned from my master. So just follow me in our little studio and let's share what I did. So welcome in our little studio. I have prepared some things for our new shawl, the mitered shawl. It's a very simple, easy thing, and I have prepared 3 mitered squares. So it's a square, but it's knitted mitered. And the first square, you start here on the tip and you grow. And the second one, so when you grow it, this is what you have on your needle. So one is here and one is here. So you knit always up and down and up and down. So this is your end. And this is exactly knitting up 1 full skein from our violetta yarn. And then you have the stitches on this side, and you just knit here the next square, the next mitered piece, by having the half of the stitches from your first square on your needle, and you cast on exactly the same number of stitches for your second square. And it goes opposite. You are knitting the center line here is knitting 3 together, so you will decrease the number of stitches. This is the increase and this is the decrease. I will show this to you in a few samples. And when you're done, you end up here with just 1 stitch. Now you pick up the other half from your first square and you start your 3rd square here. So you have this would be on your needle, and this one here you pick up. So you have to cast on. So exactly, you repeat exactly your second square. This would be your 3rd square. There's no seams. You start with 3 stitches, you end with 1 stitch here and with 1 stitch here. It's very simple. It's very effective. It's really fun to knit, and I will show you how to design with just these 3 squares. So in our first sample, all 3 are done from the same color. The first skein, the second skein, and the 3rd skein. And I will show you now the schematic, which one comes with the pattern. That's what it is. So you see here is our first square. This I call this here the second, and that's the 3rd, but it doesn't matter which one you knit first. You cast on 3 stitches here. This is your increase line, the decreased line, and cast on the same number of stitches for the 2nd and 3rd square as half of the last row stitches from your first square. So it's here the perforated lane. This is 1/2. This is your cast on, and then you knit until you have 1 stitch left, and then you repeat the whole thing for your 3rd square. I will show you how this looks like with your first square. I will put this away. The first one is the increase one. I have it all on my needle here, and I will show you how I do the center line with the increases. So as you know already, I don't knit the last stitch from the row, and then I knit the first. So it's all garter stitch. So this is very simple. Let me go quick to the center. And for the knitters who watch me more often, they know already what I'm doing. So the center stitch is just knit, yarn over knit, and it works perfectly fine. And each second row you grow by 2 stitches. One goes to the right and one goes to the left. So one more. So this is my center stitch here. Let me put the yarn away so you can see it. So I knit, oops. So knit, yarn over. It's a little bit difficult for the camera, and knit. So there are 3 stitches, and 1, 2, 3 out of the center stitch, and then you just keep knitting. So this is the start, and you have here your increase line, and you grow it until you have your square ready. So this is how it's done. Very simple, very easy. So, and when the yarn is gone here, your first square is ready. And when you start the second and the third square, just start a new ball of yarn. So now I have this one prepared here for you to show how the decrease line is, because it looks a little strange. I will unfold this in the center. So again, I'm knitting now from the outside in. So first stitch is just a wrap knit, and you knit to the center, and instead of increasing the center stitch, you decrease, and you have to get rid of 2 stitches, one from the left and one from the right. So now let's see. So this is the center stitch here, then you have this one and this one to decrease. So what I'm doing is I slip the first, then I knit these 2 together. This yarn splits slightly, and then I pull the slipped stitch over the knit stitch together. So there we go. These are the 3 here in the center. Let me do this again so you see it a little bit slowly. So the first stitch is slipped, and the next 2, now I lost them, the next 2 are knitted together. Just knit together, and then you slip the slip stitch over this knit together stitch. So that's actually all. So, and I will pull my needles out so you really can see how this triangle is being unfolding. So this is how it looks like. Let me turn it around because this side is nicer. So here we go. So, and you knit all the way until your form under your square is done. So you see it's like this, but the opposite way. So very simple. This will be your second skein and your third skein. So the kit has 3 skeins. And I have designed something really modern and fancy. And you will see the picture on our website as an option. I was inspired from my teacher when I was a weaver, from Margareta Reichert. She was a student in the Bauhaus School, and they did a lot of stripes and stuff. So this was kind of inspired by them. So that was in Germany. And you see again, here is number 1, this is number 2, and here is number 3. So I can take this away, but all what I have done is, I will cover this, I just use 3 different colors instead of 3 skeins in the same color. So this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 1 and number 2. And here it goes the opposites, 3, 2, 1 and so far. So this is Very, very balanced. It's a lot of fun to knit. And you start with 24 rows for this square, and then each stripe is 12 garter stitch ridges. Row is wrong. Garter stitch ridges, so back and forth. So again the same. When you are here, you just pick up stitches on this side and it grows to the tip, and then on the other side half of the stitches from your first square and it grows up to this tip here. So it's a very, very easy thing. You can see all the shawl really good on our mannequin or on our model. And here in the center, this is where your neck would be, and the two tips going to the front, and the other tip goes all the way on the back. The shawl goes quite a way long down, and in the front just enough so you're not losing the shawl. So thank you for watching the mitered shawl, which one is our new item this week. Knitted with 3 skeins in the same color or 3 skeins in a different color. You can of course use the skein 1 here and skein 2 here and here if you want to. So there is a lot of room for you to design ourselves. I had a lot of fun doing this, and Kelly, who was helping me with this one, she had fun too. It was really a good project and brought a smile on your face. So thank you for watching and happy knitting.